Hey folks, and welcome back to The Mortgage Farmer. It's been a little while since we talked, but some information has come out today. Today is Friday, September the 6th. There's just some good information that I wanted to share with you, some things that we should talk about and know coming up. Let's talk about it right here on The Mortgage Farmer. So what I'm talking about with the news that has just come out, it really talks about jobs, and it just kind of further drives home the point that we've been making for several months, that it's possible that the Fed may have overlaunched. We just got through watching the Olympics. If this was a diving competition, I believe the Fed may have over-rotated a little bit, and they're going to cause a pretty big splash coming up here pretty soon. Anyway, let's talk about those numbers specifically. So the August jobs report just came in, and the new jobs created for August was 142,000. Now, that's better than July, but it was still well below their estimate. They had estimated 160. The number came in at 142. But I'm going to put right here, I'm going to put in a video, I'm going to bring back about a month, and let's see what I had to say about a month ago talking about this very thing. The projected new jobs for July was 175. The actual, and this isn't the actual, the current iteration of the new jobs created for July that always comes out in the first week of the following month. In this case, it just came out today, Friday, August the 2nd. New jobs created was 114. I wonder when they revise this number to the actual sometime later this month, if we actually tick below 100,000 new jobs created for the entire U.S. economy. I don't know. We'll come back and look at that. But so you see in that little video that I put in from about a month ago, the July numbers were 114. They're now predicting August to be 142. But just like I said in that video just a second ago that you just saw that was actually from a month ago, guess what? They revised the July numbers. And just like I predicted, we are now looking at a situation where the actual July numbers were down to 89. So 89,000 new jobs, not 114. But get this, they also went back and revised June again, and June is now down to 118,000 new jobs created. Now, all of this, we put this in a soup and we stir it up, and what we get is one more clue that the economy is beginning to struggle. And as you've seen me post in all these videos, it's always a look back, and we're looking back and we're realizing that we were not quite as well off as we thought. They decided to leave rates alone on July 30th. We all knew that they weren't going to change rates on July 30th, July 31st at that meeting. We know that. They changed their hedge for the future, and we're now expecting that rate decrease to happen in September. The question that I ask is it too late? And maybe they should have lowered rates in June. Remember, I never predicted they would. I said they probably wouldn't, but we were making that prediction based on March and April prognostications for what the economy would do, and now we see the picture. So here's what this means to you and I. I believe that the Fed is now teed up and ready to show us a 0.5, a 50 basis point reduction in the federal funds rate. And that is going to be our launching point, or our downward point, if you will, towards a generally expected declining rate environment for the remainder of 2024 and into 2025. Don't get excited. We're not going to see 2%, 3%, or even 4% mortgage rates probably ever again, but certainly not anytime in the foreseeable future. So that's not happening. But when we were at 7 or 7.25%, in some cases 7.5% a while back for certain types of products, and now we're seeing mortgage rates dip, there's some opportunity there and hopefully some relief on the horizon for those of you that are out there. Now, please understand, I have actually had several people reach out to me in the last probably 7 to 10 days saying, hey, I heard the Fed was going to lower mortgage rates. That's not how it works. The Fed does not, there's not a straight line connection between the Fed and mortgage rates. Mortgage rates are determined by the mortgage-backed securities market. We've talked about that before, not the Fed. However, there is an indirect correlation, and we do expect that to happen. The other piece of that, though, is the mortgage-backed securities market has already begun. The yield has already changed, and we are in a positive yield environment, meaning rates will probably start down, and they already have. Generally expected interest rates are probably going to be substantially lower than they were 3 or 4 months ago, and we're seeing that across the board. We're talking to individuals about refinances. We're dealing with new purchase clients that are excited to realize that an almost 1% drop in the interest rate that they were quoted at the beginning of the year to now is opening up affordability options that they didn't have before. So we're confident the Fed's going to lower interest rates September the 18th. They meet the 17th and the 18th. We're confident they're going to lower rates. It's absolute they're going to lower rates 0.25%. And I would now put the odds at well above 50%, probably more like 75 or 80%, that they're going to lower the federal funds rate. Remember, not mortgage rates, the federal funds rate by 0.5%. I guess it is not out of the realm of possibility for a 0.75% drop. I don't see that. I really don't. I think even if the economy dictated it, I think they would be reticent to that kind of a drop that quickly for fear of the boomerang effect and what might cause that, things that may come into play there. So here we are, Friday, September the 6th, new jobs report just came out. 142 for August. They revised July down again. They revised June down again, just like we said they would do in the video that we did about a month ago. And we're all now sitting on the edge of our seats waiting for the action on the 17th and the 18th when they release that information. I think this is good news for those that have been waiting and watching and wanting to see some relief in the housing market. It's not going to be instantaneous, but I believe the opportunity is there. I look forward to it. Let's watch it together and see if we're right. And again, I'm going to post the video. Maybe I'll put it up in that corner right there. I will post the video from a month ago, and you can go back and look yourself. It's actually got cues in the video, so you don't have to watch the whole video. You can go directly to the part that talks about employment. You can go directly to the part that talks about new jobs. All of those things, and you see for yourself what I said a month ago and what we predicted was going to happen. I hope you've liked this video. I've enjoyed making the video. I really appreciate the time that you've spent with us today. Please hit that subscribe and that like button. Share this video. That's how we grow the traffic on the channel here. I'm having a good time. It's Friday, September the 6th. It's the week after Labor Day. It's meteorologically, did I say that word correctly? Fall, chill in the air, pumpkin spices everywhere. Let's enjoy the fall, and let's see what happens on the 17th and the 18th with the Fed. If you've got questions, I hope I'm your resource. Please come to me, talk to me, ask me questions. If we can help you with a purchase, or if we can educate you about whether refinancing is right for you, we'd love to help you with that. Thanks again for watching me right here on The Mortgage Farmer.